At
That's a
that
good
point,
idea.
I got really upset, and I started getting loud. I continued to ask her a question, and she was ignoring me at this point. I really don't want to be ignored, especially since, it's supposed to be, I'm a liaison between the agencies and administration at this point, so I got really mad, and I just started yelling at her. I basically just started swearing at her. And for where I was at the time, I don't really think
It wasn't pleasant.
About that 5 minutes of screaming, and she just gets up and leaves.
Oh.
Get back to, this lady. Just screaming. About that 5 minutes of screaming, and she just gets up and leaves. After that, she refused to talk to me anymore. She refused to talk to anybody in the ward anymore. And actually, I didn't insult her. I didn't say anything. But nothing negative towards her personally or anything like that.
Oh,
I didn't,
it's good. Kept it professional as liaison.
Just yelling at her about how incompetent she was and how she should not be where she thinks that she's at. She shouldn't be working with veterans at all, period. It was pretty nasty. But I felt better afterwards for it. But that being said, there were some good counselors there, and there were some good nurses. The doctors that I dealt with in the PTSD ward, they were actually decent people. They weren't part of the bureaucracy. They were actually there to help you. So only 3 of them, and they dealt with, it was roughly about 30 people in the ward. There were patients, and I'd say anywhere from 100 to 120 that would come in that were still in the program. We had only twice a week. The actual PTSD program in itself, there were a lot of things that could be done. Could have been done a lot better with them. But it never took anyone's life about that either.
That to me is a big problem. That's one of the biggest problems of the VA actually is the culture. I think they got an ingrained culture there. They've been doing things for so long a certain way. There might be a shakedown. There's already a shakedown. What, they chopped the head off of the organization. They're like, oh, you need to rebuild.
Oh, that's the only way it could be done. That it could actually be done. You just have to start from scratch. I mean, you just purge the bureaucracy.
Say you were the director.
It has to be done. I don't see it being done anytime soon. I mean, it's all going to be political. You probably have congressional hearings on it, but I really doubt anything will be done about it.
Why not?
Why? Fire and stuff like that. Replace with people, who go to the party line and everything, and I feel that's the way it's probably going to go. Get your voters happy, avenues, and that's it.
First thing the VA should do, hire philosophers.
Hire some philosophers.
DJs if you can't get philosophers.
Why would that not be?
I think that'd be a great idea.
Yeah, let's think outside the box here a little bit. A lot of the problem of the cultural differences is just how you take a look at life, and that's geared by your experiences in life. So that just can also help or create hurdles in itself, and yeah, I think they need some philosophers. Mrak, we might have to put this one up here.
Call me Ian, too.
So Ian, I've been reading on your blog lately, and so what's your story, man? What are you about?
I'm a free thinker. I'm semi-religious, but
yeah,
I live in reality. I don't live in utopia.
No.
That's the problem I don't have.
Well, maybe you got the wrong. Maybe you should believe you live in utopia. Maybe that's.
No, I don't. I live in reality.
Ah. Oh.
A lot of people out there, they want to live in this utopia where everyone's happy, everyone wants to live together.
There's going to have to be some consolations here. There's going to be consolation, zombie apocalypse or somehow, but there'll be a time where it's just like,
I'm not that crazy.
We gotta reckon. Shit, we gotta reckon.
Honestly, I foresee a global conflict coming within the next probably year or so.
Got time for this.
We could probably go into days on.
Jeez.
Yesterday, there was actually a very interesting thing that happened off the coast of Okinawa.
Say that again?
Huge mushroom. Yeah, no, there's a huge mushroom cloud that was spotted. But,
where? Japan?
yeah, Japan. It was, off the island of Kume. It's in, Okinawa Prefecture. But there's nothing on the news outside of Okinawa papers that covered it. And
So they're gonna radiation poison us with the weather system. Which is left in
but
the
it goes into a whole other thing.
Thanks.
There's another guy I follow that,
Nike.
he's convinced that, have you ever heard of FARC?
Farks?
High altitude atmospheric research project up in Alaska.
Huh.
This guy is convinced that that it's controlling all the hot weather patterns on the planet, and that the U.S. government is sending tornadoes everywhere.
That could be a
I find
possibility.
it interesting.
I mean, look at Tesla.
That's what it means. Mad genius, which most are. The FARC project is actually based off of Tesla coils. Nobody knows much about the Tesla coils. It was supposed to be a tuning, the type of tuning fork that he made sometime in the 30s. He was living in Greenwich Village. And he destroyed one of the buildings he was living in at the time. The first time he tested it. And as far as I know, that's the only time he tested it.
Oops.
It's a high magnetic frequency that tunes into atmospheric pressures. And I guess you can create a hell of a windstorm with it. Whether or not this is true, I don't know.
Oh, there you go. Surprise, surprise.
And the actual antenna that the HART project uses is based off of Tesla coils. Everyone has an agenda, whether or not they tell you. Yeah. Everybody wants them.
You know, that's why you need to make it very apparent what your agenda is, I think. Or
Mine's pretty out there.
the agenda of no agenda?
I wouldn't really say I don't have no agenda. It's more of a...
A no agenda?
yeah.
Oh,
More of
sorry.
looking after me at this point.
Nice.
I'm not really around to please anybody. I just need to do what I need to do. Gotta get my degree, house
Yep.
license, and then go from there.
Keep it simple. Don't get too involved. But
Yeah.
yeah.
Last way